Today is a salad day. Lettuce, turkey, cheese, tomato, onion. Yum. Now I'm finna make my homemade salad dressing. And yeah, it's good crunchy lunchtime. Ten out of 10. Yum. I'm telling y'all, there is nothing like a good old homemade salad. And then do your own homemade salad dressing. You just cannot beat it. You just cannot beat it. Just go on and do it. You know the flavors you like. Just think about your salad dressing. Just, watch the sodium and you're good. You're good. I'm telling you, it is the best. Anyway, it's my lunch break. And my lunch break, I'm finna get into the word. But anyway, the word is, my tweezers, the word is get yourself and make yourself some John Brown salad and homemade salad dressing. Can't go wrong. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I'm back at the table. I'm eating dinner. I'm just gonna eat the cantaloupe and some berries, blueberries. Y'all, I'm watching Love Island on Netflix. I'm totally obsessed. But come on already. They keep adding all these new people. It's like it's an interruption of people getting to know each other because they keep throwing all these different monkey wrenches in there. And I understand that's the draw. But, man. But you know what? Is that scenarios in real life? I guess as you come and go in your life, if you put yourself in that situation, there's always going to be someone else out there. And you have the truth, especially if you're looking. But I'm just observing. But let me just say this. Even though these are younger people, and even if they were older people want what they want, they like what they like, they're attracted to what they're attracted to. But in all actuality, as I've been watching this on Netflix, isn't it the truth, y'all? And I think this is for me and for men and just people in general. There's always going to be somebody else out there. If that's where your mind is, and if you're always looking for something new or something better, I think we're all kind of wired that way. Okay, you know, you got to get the newest modeled car, the new model of this particular gadget because it's better and new, improved. I mean, you know, we see it every day in advertisements, commercials. It's always get this new and improved this and that and the other. And I know we don't and shouldn't liken people into things. But again, when we see it all the time, we hear it all the time, the new and improved ketchup, the new and improved soda, the new and improved cheese, whatever. And I think for some of us, if we're not careful, we're always going to feel like we need to trade in or get something new. Or you grow weary of this person, so oh well, I'll just go get me something else. I'll go trade that old battery woman or old battery man for a new battery woman. And like I said, I get it. You like what you like, you want what you want. But honestly, you know, I'm just, again, that's why I'm so glad God shows me stuff in His Word. If you go into a relationship or into a marriage, women or men, we got to know this going in. And this is what I'm thinking about whenever they keep reintroducing people to the equation. And I know it's for when somebody, you know, gets put in the friend zone. So they want to give that person an opportunity to meet somebody else. So they throw a new person in the mix. I get it. I get the reason. And I get that there's always going to be temptation for folk. But as I'm sitting here watching this, I'm thinking, you know what? There's always going to be a prettier woman. There's always going to be a better looking man. You know, your husband, let's say you're married or you're in a relationship and your goal, both of y'all's trajectory is to get married one day. And if you're just with someone as a placeholder until you can, you know, again, turn in or get something newer, because, you know, new and improved. But I think it's such a beautiful thing to be able to get with someone and you grow old. And it doesn't matter what age you are when you get with them. To just truly grow with somebody and get older. I mean, I love the institution of marriage. I love my parents' marriage. I mean, my dad, he showed me what loving a woman looks like. Oh, he loved my mother. And so she did him. She loved him. But as a man, he really truly showed me this is what love looks like. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he showed me what loving a woman looks like, being a protector, a provider, all of those things. And so, yeah, we all could say, oh yes, we got to do this and to do that. And again, not likening people to things. Please don't hear what I'm not saying. I'm just saying that which is embedded in us. Always you want to improve. You always want to do better. You always want to get better. You always want to strive and achieve. But I think when it comes to relationships, sure, if you keep reintroducing new meat, if you will, or new women or new men into the equation, of course it's going to be like, oh, what's that over there? Yeah, you're going to look. Just like I'm satisfied with my car. But yeah, There might be one day where I'm going to really, 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 really need to get another car. Can I go to another parking lot? I mean, to a car dealership and get pretty much a car, any car that I want? Pretty much. Again, not that I can afford, but what I want. There's a difference. But y'all understand. Sure, I can go out and do that. But as long as that car continues to meet the need that I need to meet, and sure, there's going to be one day where I do go and get me trade in and get something newer and better. But all I'm saying is that, you know, in relationships, in a marriage, again, if you're going down that trajectory, and I'm not saying that, you know, you're supposed to just settle. You want to always strive to make a relationship work to the best of your ability. And we all know sometimes you're with the person for a season if you're not in a marriage. That was the case with me. I wasn't in a marriage with my past relationship, and that season was just over, right? But truly, when you're in a marriage, or whenever you, again, decide to get yourself back out there dating, if you continue to over and over and over, and I'm not saying that you don't, we as women and men, we have to have options, absolutely. But once you get there and you start having those feelings for people and, you know, stuff like that, you know, if you keep reintroducing stuff, everything is going to always seem better and new. Isn't that the truth? Everything may seem, or you might run across and everything don't look better. The grass don't always look greener on the other side, right? But anyway, I was just sitting here thinking, I'm thinking, my God, they sure are throwing a whole bunch of monkey wrench. Because, you know, they're sending different groups of men in that look good, and they might say the right thing and might act a certain way. And now that you've become comfortable with this other person, I don't know. I know for me, whether you're married, finna get married, just starting out with somebody, just know this going into it. If go into it with the intention of, you know what, I want to be in something serious. This is for the long haul, and yeah, I'm looking for a husband, or this, you know, or the man, I'm looking for a wife. Be intentional about it and go into it with that. And always know in the back of your mind, listen, sure, if I go out looking, sure, if I go this place, that place, there's going to be somebody, their hair going to look better, their skin's going to be clearer, their eyes might be more beautiful, their lips might be shaped a certain kind of way, their skin, their body type, their body shape. Yeah, there's always going to be a better, in, you know, whatever we deem better is. They may look better, smell better, feel better. Just know that, yeah, if you go out there looking and you introduce that kind of stuff into your arena, yeah, absolutely. So I guess when you go into a relationship or a marriage, just know that if you snoop around those areas, oh, absolutely, you'll probably find it. But are you willing to pay the cost to find it? So the beauty is, I guess I'm saying all that, the beauty is when you find your person, make it work and just try to grow old with that person. I think marriage is such the institution of marriage is such a beautiful thing. Again, for those who want to acquire that, for those who want that. Now, of course, folks, I ain't talking to people that ain't studying it. This video ain't for you. But for those of us that want to begin courting or dating, or however y'all want to label it. And again, men, if you're going to be intentional about, be intentional about it. Well, ladies, if we're going to be intentional about it, we got to be intentional about it. I mean, you know, I just think it's a waste of people's time. And I've said this before. It's a waste of people's time when you know, if a person tells you, you know what, I'm looking for a serious relationship, and I'm looking to be married. That's another question. How many times does a person have to tell you that they're not willing to go down that road? Do you just go and just cut it off? I think it's that belief that some women have and some men have. Oh, I'll eventually make her change her mind. I'll eventually, and I see that in some of these relationships that are trying to blossom in this show. And yes, we all know that they create these type of shows just to have content on. Yeah, we understand that. A lot of the folks, they're on that show for entertainment, and we might see them a year later on another dating show. I get all that too. But my thing of it is, if you're not in the real world, in the real dating world, when you're really, really out there doing it, and it's not a show, don't waste people's time. If you know you're not going to commit to a woman, or you know you're not going to commit to a man, why are you getting in a relationship with them? I mean, just go ahead on and say it up front. You know, you want some sex, or you just want to get it on, or what, look, we grown folk over here in Hawaii Chateau. If y'all don't want to talk about this conversation, get to stepping. But I'm just keeping it 100% real. If that's what you want, be truthful about it. Don't get all twisted and tangled up in a relationship with somebody just so you can hit it and quit it. And now the woman's feelings is all involved, or let's say the man's feelings is all involved, and women, all you wanted was your back broke in. Or men, all you wanted was it to be slit like okra. I mean, can we talk here? I don't need children listening if you can't handle this kind of conversation. But y'all understand what I'm saying. If that's what it is, say what it is. I just don't understand why people, and I understand people get into relationship with the intention, and things change. I absolutely get that. Things change. But if you know going into a relationship with somebody that you have no intentions of committing, and again, yes, women, we might need to listen to men from the jump when they let you know what, I can't be your husband. Or I can't, you might want to listen to that the first time. And go ahead on and just say, but see, as women will say, oh, but I've given him 6 months of my life. I hate to just throw it away, baby. Because that 6 months can turn into some years, and you're comfortable. He's getting the milk. He's getting the slick like okra. So, but anyway, as I was watching this, I was just thinking about some things, and I'm just learning, again, things myself, just again, because one thing about it, whether you love the Lord, you're a Christian and all that, guess what? God made us to have feelings. He made us to get hot in certain places. Yeah. So, we feel things. We want things. We desire things. Now, if you start getting over into the burning arena, then you might have to go ahead on and pray to the Lord to ask you to keep you so you don't burn, baby, burn. But y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm just saying in general, don't waste people's time. And I listen to some of these men, and you know, come on now. You say that you want a woman that you can vibe with, you know, she's down to earth, she's easy to talk to, she makes you feel good, she encourages you, but then you'll say, well, but I'm just not physically attracted to her. So, you know, I understand you have to have some type of physical attraction and chemistry, but like I've said, in fact, you got to be able to get out of the bed sometime, because guess what? I don't care how good that joker look. And that's a drawing. I understand that. Sometimes physical attraction is the drawing, is the chemistry. I get all that. But baby, that sometimes that joker can look good all day, every day. But if he don't work, honey, there's bills that got to be paid around here. He don't want to work. Or he don't want to do nothing. Or you can't depend on it for nothing. The only thing you can depend on, and for some women, it may be okay. For some women, it may be okay. If he can satisfy her in that bedroom, she might be fine with that. But I'm just saying. That ain't always what get it. But anyway, I just, you know, I like watching these type of shows. I really do. Just to, you know, not to make fun or pick, but you learn stuff. That's why I like watching like Judge Judy or some of these judge shows, or either some of these courtroom Zoom shows that they put on, you know, courts all around the world. Isn't that something? Honey, when COVID hit, honey, they had to switch up the game. So now you can pretty much go on YouTube or any social media platform, and honey, you can watch all kinds of, whether it be divorce court, family court. I mean, it's very interesting, the temperament of people. Isn't it the truth? But yeah, honey, I'm just here to tell you. But like I said, you just learn stuff. You just really, truly learn stuff. Just listening and observing. And then you lock away stuff and say, okay, got it. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up as I was sitting here just thinking and watching this show, that, you know, we hear that saying, you know, when people show you who they are, believe them. My eyes still red. Y'all, this eye was giving me a fit today while I was working. I need to just put some warm rags on this eye, because I have to be careful not to rub it. That's the eye that I had surgery on. And I have to be careful not to rub it too much. But honey, it was giving me a fit today. But anyway, y'all, you know, like I said, we hear that saying, when somebody show you who they are, do you believe them? But again, isn't that the truth? We as women and men, we have the hope, don't we? We have the hope that people will change their mind. Because honestly, when you've put in your all to somebody and you've spent some time and some years with somebody, it can be devastating when that season is over and you're like, oh man, and you feel like a failure, but you're not. You feel like a failure. Oh my God, all that wasted time. No, don't look at it like that. Just look at, you know, that was a season of my life. It's just like people who have certain jobs. They were at a job for 15, 20 years and that season is over and they move into doing something else. And like I said, we don't just throw people away like that haphazardly. But what I'm saying is that, you know, whatever you learned, whatever you acquired, whatever you shared, whatever you experienced with that person, that's just what it was. That was a season in your life that when you enjoyed it, you enjoyed it. And when it was over, it was over. I really truly look at things like that now. But I am very intentional now that, you know, if and when I do get into another relationship, and I pray, Father God, my master, that my husband find me, and he will find a good thing. Oh, yes, he will. Aha! You know, that I've learned some things along the way. Absolutely. And I'm very intentional about making sure I am clear about what I want to do. You know? And not to waste anybody's time, and please don't waste mine. Absolutely. Because it's like I said, going back to what I was saying, yeah, when you have spent time with people and you keep reintroducing and you're not truthful and honest up front, and then here it is, you're not happy or not satisfied, so you have to keep reintroducing stuff into your life. That ain't about nothing. Now, like I said, I understand this is a show. It's for entertainment. Y'all do understand it's for entertainment. And some of that stuff these are real feelings people are going through. But again, it's for entertainment. But people are people. People are people. Isn't that the truth? But anyway, I was just thinking out loud. Anyway. So however you feel about something, you know, there's no right or wrong. It's whatever you desire. I guess it's ask yourself, do I want to waste somebody's time? Men, if you're not going to commit, don't waste people. Don't waste. Because honestly, ultimately, when you get into a relationship with a woman, and vice versa, women, when you get a relationship with men and they really truly are looking, they're in that window where they really truly want to settle down. They want to be wed up, a wife and all of that. Don't play with people. If you know you're not going to commit, don't play with people. Don't keep fooling around with folk. Be man and woman enough to just say it. Now, I do like the way some of these men are letting some of the women know, because, you know, feelings are tough. Isn't it the truth? Try not to hurt people's feelings, but to just cut somebody off and ghost them and not say nothing, and you've spent some time with a person. I mean, you were intimate with a person. I mean, you shared a plate with some, and the way you cut them off and just ghost them a cold turkey, that's some, first of all, I think that's low down immature. It really is. To me, I think it's just so disrespectful. You know? But again, it's one of those things where you have to say, well, you know what? I have to release that person. If they didn't think enough of me to just, you know, not that, oh, I need closure. No, I mean, how is it that you're communicating, talking in good standings one day, and then the very next day, 2 days later, you done cut them off and they ain't even know nothing about it? But I see some people do that. I mean, and some of these women have said, you know, they're not good with hurting people's feelings, so they just ghost the person. Just never hear from, just cut the person off, never talk to them or hear from them ever again. Like I said, to each his own, to each his own. But I'm just saying, as individual, because we only can control what we do. But as individuals, I think that, and again, I know I may be talking to the choir, because people are going to do what they want to do. They're going to do what's comfortable for them. Again, what's that thing? That self-preservation. People are always going to do what they can deal with and handle. And some people can handle just cutting you off, cold turkey, don't communicate with you no more. Maybe that's their way of processing and dealing with it. It is what it is. And I guess as a society, we just have to, we just have to accept that. But anyway, I do like watching these type of shows. Very interesting. And again, very entertaining. But anyway, love y'all. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Y'all, that hammy melon is off the chain. Absolutely good. All right, y'all.